The big talk all this last year has been fuel economy. Even though prices have come down a little bit on fuel, they're still expensive. But Hypertech has some new products that give you both power and economy. So we're going to talk to Chris a little bit about them. How you doing, Chris?
Hey, yeah, how you doing, sir?
Good. So I hear you got something that can give enthusiasts both power and better fuel economy. Tell us a little more about that.
Absolutely. We've got two products that we currently offer that can give truck owners improved performance and improved fuel economy. The nice thing about our products is you get the best of both worlds no matter what setting that you use on these products. First one is our Max Energy, which is our main programmer. We have these available for all the popular gas and diesel applications in GM, Ford, Dodge, and then now we've also introduced programmers for the Nissan Titan and the Armadas with the 5.6 liter engines in them as well. The Max Energy programmer gives you options for regular fuel and premium fuel tunes for the gasoline vehicles. Plus you get additional features like being able to raise your top speed limiter, adjust your shift points on certain applications, and recalibrate the speedometer if you put larger than stock tires on them. The big benefit of this programmer is that you get with the regular fuel tune, you don't have to pay 30 or 40 cents more per gallon for a tune that's going to give you increased performance. We get the bulk of our power gains using regular fuel. The other advantage to that is at part throttle or when you're not in the throttle, basically. The things that we're doing with the tuning are also going to help save you fuel economy. So as long as you're not putting your foot into it, enjoying the extra torque that we make, you can see improvements on gasoline vehicles from anywhere from 1 to 2 miles per gallon. With diesel trucks, whether you've got a Cummins or a Power Stroke or a Duramax, we've got something for you with the Max Energy. We've got 3 different power settings, stage 1, 2, and 3. You can tow safely in all 3 settings, stage 3 being our highest power setting. Fuel economy gains with the diesels average anywhere from 2 to 5 miles per gallon, depending upon what you're doing with your truck, how you're driving, what you're towing with it. The nice thing about the Max Energy programmer is on the stage 3 tune, if you're towing heavy loads in excess of 7,000 or 8,000 pounds or heavier, that setting typically will give you the best fuel economy, where most of the diesel tuners out there in the marketplace, you can't tow in the high setting. You've got restrictions about what you can do. We can give you great options for towing, give you the power when you don't have the trailer hooked up or when you're cruising around town, and when you're not out at the drag strip with your truck. You can have the best of both worlds with the same programmer. We got the Econ programmer, which is basically, we offer the same tunes in this as we do in the Max Energy with a few exceptions. We leave out the premium fuel option. Most people that are looking for fuel economy and aren't interested in performance and not raising their top speed limiter, raising their rev limiter, changing the shift points, they just want something for functionality for fuel economy. We leave out all those options with the Econ. The product retails for about $50 to $60 less than the Max Energy does, so you're getting savings in the pocketbook. Also, you're getting our good fuel economy tuning and some additional performance as well, but without all the additional features that really don't apply to the fuel economy settings on the tuning for the vehicle. With the diesels, we give you a fuel program A and B, 2 options for each of the different diesel models, again to try. There are certain instances where one of the tunes may give you better fuel economy than the other, so we give you 2 fuel programs there to try out, and the same thing, the gains typically are 2 to 5 miles per gallon, depending on which setting that you're using and what you're doing with your truck.
I know a big thing with you guys for a long time has been reliable performance. You don't want to break stuff, you don't want to cause problems. And I know a big thing with the diesel guys are EGTs, the exhaust temperatures. And I'm just wondering how that factored into the R&D for some of the diesel stuff and kind of keeping those in check.
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked it, because that's one of the things that we exceed with on our diesel tuning is, increased or high exhaust gas temperatures. Those are things that are going to damage an engine, and those are things that are very critical for diesel and diesel tuning. The way we do things at Hypertech is very different than most of the other tuning companies in the industry. We've got very sophisticated equipment. We've evolved our tuning, and we started doing computer-controlled engine tuning back in '85, and we've tuned the diesels ever since they came out from the OEs with the electronic fuel injection control. So we've got a pretty good heads up on how to do this stuff, and our engineers learn something every time they do it. The biggest thing that we're able to do in our facility is we're able to load these trucks down to simulate the gross combined weight rating. Every truck out there has a GCWV, I think I got the words right there, gross combined weight rating, GCWR, from the factory. And that's what your truck is rated to tow from the OEs based on the braking, the chassis, the cooling system, all those things. This truck is rated to tow, say, 20, 22, 25,000 pounds. towing weight plus cargo weight plus having the bed loaded down. And that's what that vehicle is engineered to do. What we do is ensure that whatever level of tuning that we offer you in our product, whether it's our lowest setting or our highest performance setting, that it's going to function with that truck under those type of conditions without creating excessive exhaust gas temperatures or giving a level of torque that the transmission can't handle or the torque converter can't handle that's going to cause drivetrain or engine failure. So we can load these trucks down, simulating that gross combined weight rating, put that type of load on it. We're tuning them like that, and we're tuning them up, getting these awesome power gains that are very comparable to some of the racing tunes that are out there, but don't have those type of restrictions. So there's no need to have a barometer or have a back down device or have a system that defuels the engine when the EGTs get too high, because we're not overfueling it. We're only giving it enough fuel at the right RPM when it needs it to get the power gains, and by not overfilling it, you don't get the excessive black smoke that you get. You don't get the excessive exhaust gas temperatures, and if you got a tune that you can safely tow what your truck's ready to tow up a mountain grade, and you don't have to be concerned about any issues. And because we do things like that, because we test those vehicles like that, thoroughly tune them and test them under those loads and those conditions, and we know that the tunes that we release aren't going to be cause any harm to the vehicle, we can stand behind the factory warranty as well.